Hey all, welcome to Babs Arcade again. Today we're going to be looking at Next Launcher version 10. So we'll go through all the new features. So I'll see you in a bit. So let's have a look at a version 10's new exciting features. So what we'll do, we'll go through the brand new user guide and see what new things that we've got to play with. Right, so new in this release we've got ZX Retro Wireless compliant for N, Go and the Next. Now the ZX Retro Wireless is a new piece of hardware that's coming out. So a bit more on that later on down the line. Right, so the first thing we'll look at is the sub-menu back button. So we'll go into one of my sub-menus. So we're in that now, and if we press B, that takes us just back to the main menu. Also, we've got the home button added, which I believe from any sub menu, if you press H, that just takes you back to the main menu again. Now that's because you could have a sub menu and then you could create another sub menu within that sub menu. So the back is just to go back a level, and obviously H for home displays the Next Launcher screen and takes you back to home. So that's some nice quality of live features added there. Right, so what else we got? We've got font preview feature added. So choosing different fonts. So we'll have a look at the user guide. Now to change fonts, it's symbol shift. So all the items displayed in red there require that you push down the symbol shift first. So it's symbol shift, and it's the V button or V key, so shift and V, and that brings up the fonts directory. So we've got artistic, outline, regular and techno. So we'll click on techno and we'll try Insigbite. There you go. Brilliant preview there. 1 to use the font, 2 to use a standard font, 3 to pick another font. So we'll pick 3 to pick another font. Let's choose another one. Teletext. Choose another one. And this time we'll go back to the main selection. Artistic. Cinemax. Let's try that one. So use this font. And that loads up the font, and there we go. Cinemax font. That's pretty good. So we'll keep that one on for now. That's a great little feature. New artist wallpaper added. So let's have a look at that. So to select the wallpapers, so we'll come off this page for now, because these are all the pages I've created. So we'll find a blank one. 48K, next to favourites, programs, game demos. There we go. So we'll try this page. So this time symbol shift and plus. So symbol shift and plus, which is the K key, and that brings up the wallpapers. And we have artists. That's a new folder that's been added. Now unfortunately these haven't been named. To change. To change. Adam and the ants. That looks like a craftwork one, so I'm going to choose that one. So one to select. And there we go. Got that wallpaper. So the other thing is, if we go back into Shift and K, you'll notice that you get a preview now of the wallpaper before you select it, which is another excellent feature that's been added, rather than just blindly changing your wallpapers. Get to see what it looks like before you select it for one of your menus. So that's awesome. When you load up your Next now, when the launcher's installed, you get this nice splash screen. So that's a new feature for version 10. Okay, what else have we got? News ticker information in about screen, greetings and thanks feature. So if we go down to about, you're presented with this nice little screen explains who made it. So Next Launcher by Richard Szermans, designed for the Spectrum Next community 2020, dedicated to Leslie, my father and Clive Sinclair. May they rest in peace, thanks for everything. And it also goes on to say, like this programme, please help with the charity fundraiser for Parkinson research. And then there's a thank you. And on this scroll here, there's all the people who were involved in beta testing the programme. And we've also got here the Facebook group link. And then we've got this excellent music that's also been added. So we've also got settings screen updated, allowing audio out, retro wireless compliance. So again, when we get to use the Spectrum Retro Wireless, there is some settings now for that. So let's have a look what we've got. So we've got display scan lines off or on. So I'm going to change that to on just so we can see what they're like. So just use the cursor keys and space to make changes. So space. CPU speed, I'll leave that at 0. Screensaver. So we'll leave that off for now. Character size, we'll keep that at 32. So retro wireless off or on feature. So that's one of the extra settings that's been added. So we'll have that off for now. And then to save the settings, press S. To change, press C. To quit, press Q. So we'll save the settings. So S. And then that restarts. And there we go. I don't know if you can see, but we've now got scan lines added to give it that extra bit of retro feel. So I like that. So there's also a ZX Retro Wireless Quick Launch Game Loader added. Again, that's a feature that we can go through once we've got the hardware up and running. New Next installer, no longer Windows dependent. So as you saw at the beginning of the video, you now install it via the Next, which is great, rather than using your PC to get it all installed. Support added for Next Guide files, GDE. So GDE files, they're like a text file that the Next can understand. So what we can do with the GDE files, if we create a brand new menu, I'll just scroll along here now, and we could literally create a page with links to any text file that has the GDE extension. So we'll try this one that we set up earlier on. So we'll select a question mark, and then we'll go to Docs, and then Guides, and then we've got nextguide.gde. So we'll click on that, and then we'll type in Next Guide. And then as soon as we select that now, that boots up straight into the document for us. Which is another nice feature. So another thing that's instantly noticeable with this new version is how snappy it feels now. Moving up and down the menus, going into the sub menus. It's it just seems to run a lot smoother and a lot quicker. So some nice optimisations being applied to the program, so that's really cool. Right, so we've also got again for the ZX Retro Wireless, we've got software support for multiple speed loading. We've got TZX and tap file feature, automated machine selection, quick launcher. So all that's been added, which I can show you again with the hardware. The user guide itself has been updated, so you've got the new install and upgrade instructions there. So another excellent feature is currently, let's say we go into the 1 to 8K menu I've created and I select on the game. You'll be presented with this menu which asks you what system you want the game to load on. Now I've already chosen a 1 to 8K game, so in theory it should just load up as a 1 to 8K game, but we have to press 1 and then it loads up, which is fine. But what we can do now, reset the next. If we go back to that original menu, so 1 to 8K, highlight the game we want to play. If we press E, you'll then be presented with that little pop-up. So 1 for 1 to 8K, 2 for 48K, 3 for next plus 3, or 4 for other. So if we press 1 and then enter, what that will do now is when we select the game, it automatically loads. So again, another nice little quality of life feature. So another little nice time-saving feature is back in my 1 to 8K menu again, and we'll select a new game to add. So we'll have Bruce Lee RX, and we'll have the Doctor. So once we get to this point here where you normally type it in, if you press the speech mark, it will auto name the file for you. Doesn't always work as well as that, but that's awesome. Really quick, easy. Nice feature again. Presented with that menu again, we'll load it up as 1 to 8K. And then select it to load it up. And loads up straight away for us. There we go. So there you go. So there's some of the new features for Next Launcher version 10. You've also got what I've showed you before in one of my previous videos. You've got Q-Link on there, and you've got your Wi-Fi set up. You can turn the Wi-Fi on and off, and I think that is to stop any audio interference that you might have. So 1 and 2, turn it on and off, which you could do in version 9. You can also press extend mode, and that gives you a handy menu of some of the shortcut keys, which is also in the guide. So I hope you enjoyed that video. As I say, get yourself this from Richard Szermans on the Facebook group. All the money goes to charity, to the Parkinson's charity. The souvenir edition is also available. But I do believe the first batch now has been fulfilled, so that's all sold out. So get your name down for the second batch. So there you go. Thanks for watching. Huge thank you to Richard Szermans for letting me beta test the software for him. And I'll catch you next time. Oh, and look out for the live Twitch event, which hopefully will be happening soon, and we'll run through the retro wireless hardware and show you what the next Launcher 10 software can do with that hardware as well. So catch you later. Bye. Video. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up on the video if you liked it, and subscribe if you want to. And don't forget to tick that notification bell so you get notified when my latest videos come out. That also helps the channel, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.